Hello YouTube. We are on our way to Miatas at the Gap. On our this morning, the weather conditions are not ideal. It is actually quite terrible. There are tree limbs down everywhere. Big storms rolling through St. Louis. So we're on our way to meet up with about 13, 14 Miatas from Gateway Miata Club over in Illinois. And then we're going to drive 9 hours to the Gap. So it's going to be an adventure. The weather looks a little iffy for this weekend, but it is the 30th anniversary of Miatas at the Gap. This is our third straight year and might be our last, but you never know. So on our way, we'll see everybody at the stop. Okay, we're on our way to Paducah. We met up everybody at the McDonald's and I didn't record anything. This is extremely chaotic. Some people decided to meet us at the Paducah meetup point. I didn't know about that, so I missed it. And a couple of people were late because of the conditions. It's really not ideal. We're stuck right in the middle of a rainstorm and we're driving right along with it pretty much all the way to Paducah. So I'm sure you can hear the rain hitting the windshield, but hopefully we'll get some dry time after Paducah and between there and our next stop where we go for lunch. We made it to Paducah and we stopped at a Casey's where we've stopped in the years past. They clean the bathrooms once a month, whether they need it or not. But look at all the Miatas. So we picked up 2 more at this stop, and a few people stopped along the way to pick up some cookies, but they'll probably catch up at lunch. So we're ready to roll. All right, I've done a terrible job documenting the trip so far. We just left Buc-ee's. It's just way too hard with this many cars, and one of our cars, unfortunately, the fans of the radiator are not kicking in, so when he's on the highway, especially in the rain, everything is cool, and as soon as we pull off the highway, the temps go way up. So a small group broke off to go to Advanced Auto Parts to see if we can replace the fuse. Maybe that's going to fix it, but anyway, so we've got lost 4, and it's pouring rain again. So we've been really running into a lot of rain on this trip. I'm hoping that clears up a little bit before we get there. But next stop, 129 Hub on this side of the Dragon. Hopefully put the top down. We're back at the river. I think it's the Nantahala, but I'm not sure. And we're getting ready to go to our VRBO. We just went to the grocery store at Ingles, got a few things and got some gas, so we're ready to roll in the morning. We are at our Airbnb, which has a lot of parking, but a really, really steep gravel driveway. So it might be an adventure trying to get out of here. I backed down the driveway with my car, so I should be able to get going up here pretty easily, but I don't know about the rest of this group, but we got to get going, get to Fontana by 9 o'clock and do our registration, and we'll shoot some video from there. I'm doing a little exploring around the house that we're staying at, which is back there. You can kind of see it through the trees. If you go all the way down to the end, there's a gate down here with a bear on the front of it. It's really cool. The road is paved right up until like the last 3 houses, including ours. So I don't know if they just haven't paid to have that paved, but it might be an adventure getting out of the driveway. Maybe I'll capture that on video, but since I'm at the front of the line, maybe I won't. And if I'm out of breath, it's because that's really steep. Logan made it.
Drop the clutch. Everyone will love
You made it. Mazda's Motorsports deck. And I got a carabiner keychain. This is Mazda Motorsports. We're at 128 Hub, and it's really crowded here. But gotta check out this Lotus Elise that they got parked up. This is one of my favorite cars. Even smaller than a Miata. We made it to Bridal Veil Falls. I'm getting water on the lens. It's huge. We got the falls behind me underneath this overpass, and then that runs into this stream. We made it to the top of Bridal Veil Falls, and it's pretty spectacular. All right, back down to the parking lot. Let's go. All right, this thing's pretty sweet. We are at the Topoco Lodge, and there are Miatas everywhere, including that guy. Hope to have a nice dinner. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us, and should be a good time. All right, we got our table at Topoco. Thank God. It's really busy here. What a beautiful place right next to the stream. It's awesome. Love this place. And it's still drizzling, but we're under cover, so it's gonna work out. We're going to an event, and we just walked across the dam, and there's a little like light up the night event with people with lights on their cars, so we're gonna see what that's all about. But walking across the dam was pretty cool. Probably should have drove. It's a little farther walk than I thought. But yeah, look, more Miatas. There you go. Anybody? Doesn't seem regulation. Nor does that. Okay, we just came from the Miata Limbo contest and we're walking back to our car, but man, it's pretty out here. And of course, Miatas everywhere. Good morning. I'm out for my walk again today, turning around, and here's that gate with the bear on the front of it, which is pretty cool. So, it's not too early this morning. Everybody's coming out to meet up with us in Bryson City. And we're gonna go down Moonshiner 28 to Franklin, maybe stop at Bojangles, get a chicken sandwich, and then we're gonna go on to Dry Falls, Bridal Falls, Sequoia Falls, and then make our way to Casher's and have lunch at the Slab Town Pizza that we ate at last year, which was delicious. Yesterday was a good time. Probably the highlight of the day was making our way to the falls, and the guys got in the water and swam a little bit. We climbed up to the top and shot some video. It was really good. Run down the Dragon was spectacular as always, and I'm out of breath because this is a really steep hill. So hope to shoot some more videos from today and show you all the good times we're having at Miatas at the Gap. Okay, here comes Logan, I think, because I can hear him coming up the driveway, and hopefully he doesn't hit me on this little road. He sees me. And here he goes. Here's a place that's for sale. It's like a little log cabin, but it is paved all the way up to the driveway, which is nice. But then it quickly turns into not paved and not paved. So I'd be curious to see how much that sells for, but it's really far up the road. I don't know if I'd want to drive down that thing every time I wanted to get in and out, but it is pretty and it is secluded if that's what you're looking for in life. The sun is out. We just had lunch, or late breakfast, second breakfast, at Bojangles, which is a southern chicken joint, which is pretty good. Just had a light snack because we're having lunch at Slabtown Pizza, but now we're on our way to Dry Falls, if we can get into the parking lot, which 2 years in a row I've not been able to get into the parking lot. So if we can't get in there, we're going to Bridal Veil Falls. We found a parking spot at Dry Falls. They're not dry at all. It's still a falls. I mean, it's a dam with water falling across it, but this is Sequoia Falls. No one ever comes to this one, I guess, because it's man-made, but it's still pretty impressive. And then there are more falls down there.
Oh, there we go. Yep. 1425. Well, someone's going to be happy in the house, right? 901-425.
The last day of Miatas at the Gap. All the vendors have pulled down their tents. Flying Miatas loading up the trailer. And a lot of the cars are heading out. But it's a really good time. There's still a few people down at the general store getting ice cream. Okay, so it's kind of an adventure on a Saturday night. We made it all the way back to our Airbnb. Matt had gone on a drive. He's staying with us. He went on an official Gateway, or not a Gateway, Miatas at the Gap run, and somehow hit a curb, broke or bent his wheel. We're getting little bits of piece of information, but he was nowhere where we've got a cell phone signal, in a parking lot someplace, and some people are trying to help him. Anyway, it's just absolute chaos. So Eric's on his way to get him now. It's like 10 o'clock at night, but he's almost an hour from here. So he's got to drive an hour, get Matt, leave Matt's car, and bring him back here. And then we got to straighten this whole thing out in the morning. We talked about taking the wheels off of Ethan's car and throwing him in the back and having 3 cars drive out there and put a 15-inch wheel on his 16-inch. It's a hot mess. So there's always an adventure when you have a bunch of cars on a trip like this. But the good news is he was able to communicate enough to have someone reach out and we can go get him. So we'll see him in the morning. Okay, so we're back at Fontana Village. It's Sunday morning. We got Matt a ride back down here. And all the Gateway Miata Club people are over there looking at Matt's wheel. What's crazy is it's still holding air, despite the fact that the rim is completely like ripped off of the car. So we're trying to formulate a plan and decide what we're going to do. I'm voting for a can of Fix-A-Flat because the wheel's ruined it already, and that might just seal it up enough to get home. So I can show you a video and show you what it looks like. So that's hair, and this is all pushed in, but somehow it's still maintaining a seal. I mean, if we hit a big bump, it might puncture. We're not sure. Okay, here's where we're at. We've decided to test it. Matt is near the back with one person behind him with their flashers on, and we're trying to make our way over to the tail of the Dragon, and we're going to reevaluate maybe when we get to Deals Gap Motorcycle Resort. But it seems to be holding air. He did a couple of laps around Fontana, 20, 30 miles an hour. And it's still at 30 pounds. So maybe we'll reevaluate and see if we can find a place in Maryville to sell him a wheel, or maybe we just keep going. The wheel is still holding. Good Lord, bless this wheel and tire and get us to St. Louis. Okay, Matt's right in front of me. Wheel is holding, knock on wood. Little wobble on the right rear, but otherwise it's looking okay. So we got 9 Miatas lined up. Tommy is at Bucky's right now. He may meet up with us in Lebanon. But so far, so good. And there's 2 behind me. We made it to Quick Trip in Paducah, so this should be our last scheduled stop. Hopefully we don't have any unscheduled stops, but we had 9 cars from the Gateway Miata Club make it all the way from Miatas at the Gap, and we got about 2.5 more hours and then we'll be home. I think we're gonna pick up 2 more Miatas in about 5 minutes. Okay, we are back on the road. That is our last official stop. I think everybody's just going to do their own thing from here on out. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes to get home. But now we are 11 Miatas. Picked up a couple at the quick trip along the way. Tommy's behind me. He's been doing a lot of stuff on his own. And then another guy who we just met is not in the club, but will probably join. So every time we go on one of these trips, we seem to pick up new members, which is kind of fun. But yeah, last stretch, should be home by 6 p.m. I want to do a quick review of this Tree Key 3-key phone charger. My old phone charger used to put my phone on there after a stop and it'd be so hot the phone would overheat. And this thing has actually got not only a fan in it, but a little cooling plate. It's actually cold to the touch. So this thing's pretty awesome if you want to get one for your car. Okay, we're backing up on the shoulder because one of our new members just lost power and died on the side of the road. So I'm backing up down the shoulder and we're going to see if we can help him out with my limited knowledge. I am no mechanic. It felt like it.
Yeah.
It's just not getting gas, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if that's fuel pump guy again or something.
All right, back on the road. They called their friends. They're going to come and pick him up. He was going to get a tow, but they wanted $600 to tow his car. Basically, he was getting no fuel. David, who knows things about cars, I do not. He took the low pressure fuel line off, had him crank it. It was turning over, but it just wasn't getting any gas, and there was no fuel coming through the line. So he's probably got a clogged fuel filter, and there's nothing we can do about it on the side of the road. So we gave him water, we gave him chips, we gave him apples. Got their phone number. If they need to call us, they can call us because we got a signal now, and we're just gonna head home. My usefulness ran out, but maybe he'll join the Gateway Miata Club. I don't know. Made it home. About 1,500, a little more than 1,500 miles on this trip. This is our third trip, a long trip on this car this year. We went to Texas, went to Colorado, and then just got back from Miatas at the Gap. One thing I do need to figure out is why this front passenger wheel has so much brake dust compared to all other wheels. I'm gonna have to look that up, but I think this brake pad is getting worked harder than the rest. But anyway, what a great trip. A few mechanical problems along the way, not with my car, but with other people in the group. But I think it all worked out. Everybody got home safe. So I don't know. We'll see if we do this again next year. Maybe, maybe not, but it was a good time.